Basketball's life, the ins and outs. Most people think that basketball is a simplistic sport, throw the ball in the basket. But what if I were to tell you that basketball is much more complex than what first meets the eye? I will be breaking down specific points about the game to emphasize this and increase basketball knowledge. I'll be showing you various plays that I've researched and used myself in order to show how complex the game of basketball really is, and just how much strategic thinking plays a part. While I showcase the complexities of the game of basketball, I will be discussing various offensive and defensive sets, as well as offensive and defensive strategies, complete with visual aids. First, we will discuss the various defensive schemes that are employed to stop the world's best offensive scorers. According to Gels in the online web article titled Basketball Defenses, Selecting Your Half-Court Defenses, which was published April 30th, 2020, you need to select a defensive scheme that fits your team's personnel, size, quickness, strength, and your defensive philosophy. The man-to-man defense. Man-to-man defense is the most commonly found defense that is employed throughout professional basketball. According to Gels in the online web article titled Basketball Defenses, Selecting Your Half-Court Defenses, man-to-man defense involves each defender assigned to defend a certain offensive player, his or her man. And according to Herring in the web article titled The Warriors and Rockets Have Reinvented Modern NBA Defense, yes, defense, it highlights the fact that two prominent teams have managed to think ahead of the curve on defense and are employing more versatility. And what I mean by that would be that Herring notes that these defenses are excelling at an alarming rate due to the fact that their versatility and ability to switch assignments on the fly are unmatched. Now that I've discussed some of the defensive strategies employed, I will now discuss how offenses adapt and adjust to these schemes. While yes, it is true that these defensive schemes are tough to bypass, professional coaches have developed their own offenses to counter. One of these offensive schemes is called the motion offense. The motion offense is a movement of the players that has no regulated rhythm or pattern. The benefit of the so-called motion offense is that it is so unpredictable that oftentimes the defense has absolutely no idea what may be coming next. These motion offenses consist of a multitude of forms. One of the most common is called the read and react offense. In the so-called read and react offense, there are a total of 20 different things that can occur off of just one pass. The base layer or basic fundamental of the read and react offense is just a simple pass and cut. The players cut to the basket right after making their pass. This offense is not just run in the professional leagues, but is also taught at an early age in youth groups, high school, and travel ball. It is a basic yet fundamental offense. The dribble drive offense. In order to perform this offense at an effective rate, each player on the court must be widespread with just one offensive player allowed in the painted area at a time. In its traditional format, two players will be in the opposite corners, two at the top of the floor, and as stated before, one in the paint next to the basket. One of the most notable and prominent offensive systems is called the triangle offense. While it has achieved extreme success by teams who employed it, it is extremely complex and hard to grasp as a team. According to Carter in the online web article titled Basketball Offenses, which was published in 2018, the triangle offense was made famous when he coached with the Chicago Bulls when Michael Jordan was there, and then later with Shaq and Kobe when Texas was there with the Lakers. The whole premise of the triangle is to put three players on one side of the floor and two on the other. This offense is purely based on the players because it is designed for them to react off the defense and make the right basketball play. Now I'll be discussing one prominent set play that thrives in any offensive system, and it as basically changes the way basketball has been played in terms of the offensive side of the ball, and that is called the pick and roll. So the pick and roll, according to Hafner in the online article titled Executing the Basketball Pick and Roll, Hafner explains the various tactics employed in utilizing this offensive set. This offensive set is specialized in terms of the personnel required. An offensive player sets a screen for another offensive player who currently has the ball. This is also known as a ball screen. The offensive player dribbles around the ball screen and looks to score. The screener opens up to the ball and cuts to the basket, which is in essence called the roll. So, in conclusion, in order to showcase the complexities of professional basketball, I discussed various defensive schemes, specialized offensive sets, as well as isolation. The game of basketball has evolved both quickly and immensely, and the sport as a whole is growing globally. The complexities of this game are abundant, and as you can see by these pictures, the game is now definitely global and international.